Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first cast here for GFA Season 2, where we will be seeing Pride, Bamanik's team, the destroyer of all our spirits with line leaks heard across the galaxy, take on DJK's new team, brand new Dakunaitos. And this game should be a fun one to watch. I am looking at Kuzi and Uncle Socom, aka Jerome Bettis, to show some flashes of potential here. One thing about this Dakunaitos team is I don't really see a star wide receiver, as some people would put it. Insanity and Kem, aka Milk, all very solid. 0-0. Haven't seen much of him. I knew he was on Mike B's old Spartans. I know he was on Timberwolves, I think. It's going to see after how he plays. I didn't know if he was a starter or not. Flash over Luss, and who else we got on the line here? Fenshi. Interesting to see who will be center, as Luss, with the kickoff return for Dakunaitos, will take it out to the 29-yard line, where they will start their drive after presumably losing the coin toss. Twins right will be called. Insanity, the running back, 0, and Milk out wide. DJK gonna start off with a run. Bamanik not in the proper gap. DJK finding a hole for 11, taking it to the 40-yard line. Now Bama's gonna have to line up to the left of Flash, over and to the right of Luss if he wants to stuff the run, but he's kind of centered right now, which is just gonna leave holes open for DJK, and DJK will run a lot here. However, he's dropped back on this play. Bracket coverage. Here's the comeback from Kem. Decides not to throw it. He might have had it, but it was a safe play. Bamanik could have had a slide and slid under to pick it off. Interested to see how Mate performs in his GFA debut as well. New player to the league, as DJ rolling out right, finding... There he is, the man himself. Just spoke his name, and he comes into action here for a pick for Pride. Mate, I believe that's how you say it, giving Pride the ball at the 45-yard line, and this is where their offense will start. Pastrami actually playing this game for Pride. I know he's a second stringer, but you have Uncle Socom, Kuzi, and Mate out wide, which is their starting receiver core. Pretty much all starters except Pastrami, who I believe is taking over for B-Grip today. I'm looking at Uncle Socom to actually be a very underrated threat in this game. He gets a lot of touches on Pride, and he can make a decent bid out of him. He's always a short threat, as we're rolling right at a shotgun right here. Kuzi on the post corner has Mate looking to the sideline at the 20, decides to throw it away, as what the hell is going on here. 5 wide, the Bamanik classic coming out here. Bamanik likes to call all these sorts of whack formations here. Has Matty over the middle. Will he see it? No, he does not. Well, I mean, he saw it. He saw it all right, but he saw the arms of Milk, aka Kem, who will give the Dakunaitos the ball back at the 3-yard line. So trading turnovers here, as a run gap once again found by DJK up the left side, returning to that run game that has been established so far. I mean, he's got 27 yards over 2 carries. I don't see any reason to stop Bamanik now actually aligning himself properly in the gap. Charlemagne at nose should be able to run stuff here, but as we are dropped back here, Flashover getting a pancake onto Charlemagne. Comeback thrown to Insanity. He jumps forward for it. Insanity moving past Bamanik, somehow still on his feet, past Kuzi too. Kuzi eventually coming from behind to make the tackle after a 20 yards after catch from Insanity, giving 1st and 10 for the Dakunaitos at their 22-yard line. DJ rolling right, has Kem pretty open, is under though, and Matty picking up his second pick of the game will take it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, giving Pride the ball at their own 20-yard line, and that is another turnover in this game. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers between both these teams. Shotgun right here for Pride. Bama just kind of standing still and looking for a run lane, but that is shut down by Insanity. And back to the good old Twins formation that we all have grown accustomed to here. Bama Nick floating around in the pocket. Finds Maddie on the drag. Uncle SOCOM laying down the block. Trying to lay down more. Maddie trying to pick up Yak for the first. Ends up getting 8. Third and 2 now for Pride. Bama looking for another run, and he will find it. Something that is absolutely horrifying to me about playing for Bama Nick is that man does not tell you where he's rolling, does not look at your block. He just plays his own game and lets the line suffer, in my opinion. Shotgun right here for Pride. Bama Nick doing that thing I just said he would do. And here is Uncle SOCOM on the right flat. Once again, 13 yards. This is what I'm talking about. He stays into block. He stays into chip. People forget that he's there. And he finds himself with no running back on him. Running back playing help defense on other people. And Uncle SOCOM will eventually get found on some of these routes. It is hard to play against. Quite annoying. Fenchi breaking through Pastrami, I believe, for a sack of 1 on a run stuff to the right side. Looked to go outside. Looked like Bama Nick. Pastrami now lined up at center. Interesting, because I know Charlie plays center. However, Bama Nick has a lot of time here. And he has got room to run here. DJK having to come out of coverage to try to make the play. Does not make it before Bama Nick dives for a Pride first down at the 44-yard line of the Dakunaitos. Shotgun right once more for Pride. I believe they hate shotgun left after they figured out the center and tackler and messed up in it. And Bama looking for another run lane, and another run lane he will find, and he will take it for 10 yards. And this is something that Bama Nick can always do. He can always carry a team with less talent to look better than they are by using roach tactics. 5 wide here from Bama. Once again. Streaking is JB Knuckles. And we have receivers all over the place, and Eskies decides to throw this one away. No one is open. Good coverage from the Dakunaito secondary. Actually, bunch left here from Bama Nick. Looking for a run light. That run is blown up. My goodness. Trying to, just throwing this one away. Understandably so. Nothing open. Maybe had Kuzi for a second, but DJK is a very good defender, so it's hard to get to your number 1 target, in my opinion, which is Kuzi. You're going to have to find other options. And might have Maddie on the drag. Might. And Maddie misses the ball, which will give the Dakunaitos the ball back in their own territory, as TM Live statements are quickly becoming old and cold, as DJK looking for another run here, gains 14 on it. I see literally no reason for him to stray away from it. Every time he's passed, it's led to bad results and a ball in Maddie's hands. Looking for another run lane here, juking behind Pastrami and slide diving near Kuzi for a first. That'll be another 10 yards for Dakunaitos. As this game is, dare I say, terrible. 3 completions in this quarter so far. As DJ stepping up and stepping back, giving himself plenty of room to roll. Charlie getting contained though, and Charlie getting past Fenchi, but Charlie with a terrible dive gives DJK the room to run, and Uncle SOCOM staying on his feet, making a phenomenal tackle onto DJK, limiting him to 6 yards on the run. I agree, Charlemagne is probably one of the best players out there right now, aside from DJ and Kuzi. Well, I think he's... As Kuzi in lockdown coverage, I'm not going to get into semantics of who's better than who. Because Kuzi, I mean, absolute animal, in my opinion. Underrated beast, no one's going to talk about him, but we will soon. DJK looking to run once more, misses the first. Uncle SOCOM misses the dive to tackle him, and we're at 4th and 1 after the 3-yard carry by DJK. They will obviously opt to go for it, 4th and 1 out of field goal range. No reason not to. Why would you punt? That's cringe. Looking for another run. That is free. Uncle SOCOM almost making the stop after a 2-yard carry. I guess I should just call him Jerome Bettis at this point. Oh well, not my problem. 1st and 10 for the Dakunaitos within the Pride territory. 0-0 at the start of the second. DJ rolling out to the left. Looking for a pump fake on 0-0's route. Does he have him? Might have had Kem underneath, but no, he is waiting to throw. And he is looking around for options, but the containment from the Pride line is too strong for DJK to handle, and he will eventually get sacked by Charlemagne. For a loss of 1. And DJ rolling out to the right. Finding some time in the pocket here. Throwing this one out to Kem, a.k.a. Milk, who has an extra slide. An absolute dime on the run to Milk is found for 37 yards. DJK offense being put in the red zone. Finally, I think this is a team's first time in the red zone this game. DJK trying to run left, getting stuck on Les's shield, but that may have been for the better as he finds extra room out left, gains 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for the Dakunaitos. Insanity used to be a lineman. Can he create a hole for DJK to run into, as Jerome Bettis coming in and shutting down this run gap once again, which I have been impressed at the level that he has been doing at so far this game. It's been great at the run stuffs. 3rd and 2 here. Faking the run. Looking for this out to Milk, and he barely overthrows it. Was opened up by the fake run there. 4th and 2 now for Dakunaitos. Might be able to look to punch it, and I'd run it outside left here. I think Pastrami is a weak point in this defense. Rolling out to the right, though. Throws the same out, this time to Insanity, and throws it right over the head of Jerome Bettis, and it is a dime money for a Dakunaito touchdown, as DJK will elect to kick this extra point. 4th down conversions, the name of that drive for the Dakunaitos, and 0 is a absolute troll. I have no idea why he did that, but he blocks his own team's extra point as... why? I mean, okay. Bamanik will receive the ball on the kickoff. Looking for room out left there. He is vastly outnumbered out there. Tries to cut it back right. And jumps into his Insanity, who makes the tackle. Bamanik and Pride will start with the ball at their own 28-yard line. Shotgun right once again. Uncle SOCOM on the check down. Might have Matty deep here. Throws it, dare I say, directly to Insanity for a Dakunaito pick. Insanity giving them the ball back at the 41-yard line of Pride. And this might turn into a steamroll sooner rather than later. Bama is not in the run gap. However, DJK elects to pass still. Looking for options. Coverage is good, but now Insanity is cooking. However, DJ cannot get to the line to throw, as he is sacked once again for a short loss by Charlemagne. DJK faking right, rolling left here, buying himself plenty of time, throwing this one leverage 50-0, and it is just over his head. Kuzi honestly got behind him. That if that is in bounds, that might be Kuzi's ball, but we can play what ifs all day here, but I can only analyze what actually happened. 3rd and 10 for the Dakunaitos. Rolling out left, has time again. Pastrami breaking through. The lineman for, I think, Luss just teleported. That is a really cool trick, man. You should use that on D-line, Luss. As 4th and 10 now for the Dakunaitos. It will be go for it. Probably look for something at the sticks here, or throw up a corner route to Milk, just over the head of Milk, and Pride will get the ball back at their own 41-yard line. The crowd is booing. They do not like that one bit. Shotgun right here for Pride. Once more, I want to see how Insanity responds to this. Charlemagne on the leak here, opening up other things, including Uncle SOCOM, taking the easy throw underneath, and he has plenty of stamina to gain some yak on this, turning a 2-yard catch into a 22-yard gain. Pride within Dakunaito territory. And this is what I was talking about with Uncle SOCOM, aka Jerome Bettis. He will get targets, he will get yards. As Bamanik finding a big run lane for 13, making some shifty moves, avoiding dives, and gaining another Pride first down here. Twins left for Pride. Bama rolling out to the right now, cutting back left. Might have Maddie underneath. Might is a certainty at this point. Maddie with the yak. No, doesn't dive inside. Tries to dive outside. Gets creamed by DJK after a 22-yard gain. First and goal from the 2, however, for Bama Nick and Pride. He can probably find the end zone easily on the run here, and I anticipate he will, as he is somehow like, never mind, as he dives into Fenchi's bosom. We will have second and goal here. I still anticipate a run. I don't really think of Bama Nick as shifty, but he can score rushing touchdowns occasionally, and there he is displaying it there, and Pride are a field goal away from tying this game, I suppose an extra point, and they will elect to go for it, and hopefully Maddie does not pull a 0 and just completely block the kick, as no, he is wisely staying out of the way. I don't know why Bama runs for the kick. You can just dive at it. It'll go through the upright. Whatever the case, Pride taking a lead like halfway into the second quarter on Dakunaitos, and they look positioned to hold it. Dakunaitos, DJK is a phenomenal quarterback, but so I believe he can make this comeback despite having a rough outing. Same thing regarding Bama Nick. Both QBs potent in the run game today, but the passing game has been substandard, as DJ rolling out to the left. Charlemagne breaking through with pressure and contained from Pastrami. DJK is way far back, throws this one out of bounds. DJK is very aware of if he's going to get sacked or not, likes to throw it away a lot, which I respect. I think it's great idea. I think he saves himself a lot of drives as he's rolling left here. He has the edge. Pastrami, however, catching back up. And now Pastrami making a terrible dive. And DJK looking for a run lane. Moving past Kuzi, who does not hold the outside on the tackle and gains 9 yards on the carry. Tackled on the play by Bama Nick himself. 3rd and 1 here for Dakunaitos in Pride territory. Probably just going to shoot it middle left. It's kind of hard to stop here. And they will do that. But Charlemagne shedding off the shield of flash over, making a huge stop on the run game. And this is proof. Charlemagne, in my opinion, one of the most dominant run stuffers in the game today. JBK going inside here. DJK has the time he desires. Throwing a post to Milk, and that is a dime over Maddie. DJK presumably calls the post out for Milk, and then tosses it up. Gives him the leverage he needs to convert that 4th down. 41 yards to Milk in the red zone now. 1st and goal. DJK rolling out to the left. Red zone routes covered well. Pressure coming in. He does not have all day to find something here. He will just throw it away, as I talked about previously. Take what the defense gives you. However, 35 seconds left in the quarter. I believe this possession will end regardless of if it's a touchdown for Dakunaitos or not. It will end the half. As Charlemagne getting to the outside, getting contained. There's no one inside, though. JBK coming up from behind to make the play. DJK hesitating, waiting for people to sell. However, JBK comes from behind, dives, tackles him for a 4-yard gain for Dakunaitos. 3rd and goal from the 5. DJ rolling out right. Getting sacked by JBK. And they are on the center hash, so they can elect to kick a field goal here, as DJK says, what is a field goal? Probably does not trust 0 after the shenanigans after the touchdown. They are on their 18-yard line, 4th and goal, and they are going for it regardless. And he has got all the time in the world. Just throwing this one up. It is short. It is caught by 0, and that will be a Dakunaitos touchdown on 4th and goal. 4th and 18. Bold play from DJK, playing off in his favor, and we're going for 2 here to make up for lost points. Good to throw from DJK, throwing the leverage here. Fenchi on the line streak and chasing points. DJK does not find them, however, as that pass does not find Milk. Pride will receive the ball to start the second half, so we could see Pride regain the lead here. And I am not ruling out a Uncle Socom kick return touchdown, as he just elects to take it out of bounds. Fair enough. Five wide from Bama Nick. And he will roll right. Looking for options. Everyone's on the same side of the field. That was a dangerous pass, but Kuzi making a great play on it. And are we in 50 range? We might be in like sheer maximum here. It does not matter. Just does not matter. As we go into halftime with Dakunaitos leading Pride 12-7. However, Pride will receive the ball to start the half. Kick straight down the middle. Will be taken by Bama, who nearly looked like he missed it. Out to the left, looking for room, and he has some. Out to the 31 is Bamanik, tackled on the play by Luss. Luss, who is a pretty solid, underrated lineman. And Bamanik, receiving instant pressure, tries to step up through the pressure to maybe find a run lane. Ends up slamming himself into flash over for his first sack of the game. Second to 18 after the 8-yard sack here. Kuzi one-on-one with DJ. And Kuzi open on the out. DJK can't cover Charlie, and Kuzi at once decides to give up the under, as you should. Gives Kuzi a 12-yard gain, though. Shotgun right for Pride. Bamanik standing strong in the pocket. Does not expect a slide from Charlie. That causes a errant throw. 4th and 6 now for Pride. Something they just have to communicate. Bunch right, or bunch left here, called from Bamanik. I hate bunch. Is way worse than twins. And Bama looking for options. Just going to throw this one up to Kuzi. And man, I do not know how he overthrew that, but he did. I did not think he could throw that far. But I guess he was pretty close to the line. However, that is a Pride turnover nonetheless. Dakunaitos will get the ball back at the 35-yard line. And DJK will run for 4 yards on that play. Still in the third quarter here. Early in the third quarter nonetheless. Luss sent on the line streak here. This ball is going to him. And my goodness, I'm not sure if that was in bounds or not, but whatever the case is, he clearly did not know where the ball was going. 3rd and 6 now after the shot taken from DJK. DJ rolling out to the right. Has Milk on the comeback. Has Milk on the comeback go too. Has Milk on the catch at the 1-yard line. Man, Maddie really just did not cover anything there. 1st and goal from the 1. This should be an easy touchdown in my mind. However, Charlemagne is on the other side of the line. As we slide dive into our own center's rump, we are stuffed for a 0-yard sack. Pastrami coming in to make the play. 2nd and goal should still be an easy touchdown, but I've said things before that why are we doing this? It is incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 1. DJK is overthinking himself. You still look for a run here. A bash on Charlie would be huge to shoot the right gap. But no, we are dropping back and passing once more. We are looking for a corner. However, DJK throws absolute dimes, hits the corner dot perfectly to 0, giving Dakunaitos another touchdown. And he trusts his arm more than he trusts his legs, clearly. However, we will take it if you're Dakunaitos. Insanity catching the 2-point play, however, catching it short. 0 for 3 on PATs this game is Dakunaitos, and we are... I mean, that may come back to hurt them in the future. 4 now. Uncle Socom receiving the kick. Bouncing out to the 34-yard line. Where Pride will start their drive. Bama looking for a run. Luss playing it admittedly pretty decently. However, Bama making the moves necessary to find himself a 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 44 is Pride. Bama looking for options. None are found, and now he is facing heavy pressure. Keeping the play alive, though. Does not find anything that he would want to throw. Heaves it out of bounds. Lives to see another day. 2nd and 10 for Pride. 5 wide coming out here. out to the right. Charlie has the edge, and Jerome Bettis found on an under route, and he is getting some yards after catch here once more. 6 yards, turns into 22, and the Pride team keeps moving the ball. As that is now 57 yards on the game for Jerome Bettis. Uncle Soka, or Bamanik rolling out right, has literally nothing, decides to throw it away. And 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun right once more. Bama standing tall in the pocket. Uncle Socom picked up by Fenchie, and he has, oh my goodness, he was so open after Fenchie bit down on the run, but Bama already made up his mind. He could not find Uncle Socom there. Bama still gaining 8 yards on that carry. And they're looking to score here. Bama looking for another run. The hole is opened up so well on the outside by Charlie. I cannot tell you how pivotal a role he's playing in this game for Pride. After returning home from Kingsman, K9, TD, you name it, to Pride, he's making an impact for this team as Bama is far back, throwing this one away. He's so far back, I have to get the roof of the stadium cam to see the play. Shotgun right here for Pride. Bama standing tall. Uncle Socom laying down a chip block. One of the linemen went. Luss coming in from the backside of the play as Bama looks like he tried to pump to throw it. Gains a 15-yard sack for Luss. 3rd and 25 here for Bama. What is his response to this? Honestly, a field goal here is not the end of the world. Will he try to hit Kuzi here? Yes, he will try to hit Kuzi, and Kuzi does not find the ball. It is incomplete. And 4th and 25, they're not in field goal range here. They have to go for it. Twins right called peculiarly. If we're rolling left here, then this is a huge troll play from Bama. And why is Fenchie in coverage? As Bama is given all the time he needs to just chuck up a blob 50, which is won by Maddie. 36 yards and a touchdown from the rookie, Maddie Ice. And Pride will go for 2 here to get within a field goal. Calling the 5 wide here on the 2-point play. May see a screen here. As we don't, we are gonna see a... Is that legal? I think that was 1 second. We will take it as Pride gets a... I believe that rule was removed, actually. So yeah, that should stand. Pride will get the 2-point conversion. Just a 3-point game now as Dakunaitos will get the ball back. Can DJK put together another scoring drive on this defense? Maddie looking like a very good prospect here in this game so far. As DJK taking another run lane. Charlemagne shutting it down. Now Bamanik is not lined up in the right gap, but Charlemagne is over adjusting for it. Bamanik pauses the game. Bamanik quickly unpauses the game. Someone unpauses the game. Warn us P-lays. I agree, DJK, and Charlemagne's screen is slanted. Huh. Don't know what to say about that, but we will pause here. What do y'all think of the game? I appreciate it. I am shocked by the performance that Maddie has been putting on so far. Had one sell pretty early in the game on a potential scoring drive, but other than that, he has been winning 50s across the board. And the R's start flying up from Pride. Will they come back in return from Dakunaitos? Just for good measure, 3 Pride members, let them know that they are ready. However, and there is the response from DJK, and this game will get back underway. DJ sitting in the pocket. Kuzi jumping the route. on 0-0. Not really a route. He just stood there because of the line leak from Lus. Before I can even commentate the play, Kuzi gets the interception on the quick throw from DJK. And now Pride has the ball with great field position, as Bamanik will try to find the running lane up the right side, but he is sacked for a loss of 2 by Flashover, who breaks through Charlie, or Pastrami is at center now, making a great play here. Shotgun right. Jerome Bettis, after the huge, incredible, impressive play from Kuzi, Pride has a chance to win this game. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? Tries to find Uncle Socom underneath, and another turnover is thrown right back to 0 as he tries to hit Uncle Socom in the flat and cannot find it behind the line of scrimmage, and we're right back where we started. DJK back with the ball in Pride territory now. Looking for option 0 is double covered though, and he will look for a run lane here as he does find 1 for 5. Charlie making the tackle here, as this game has just blown out my windpipes within the span of approximately a minute. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. We are going into crunch time here. DJK rolling out to the right, looking for options, but again, the coverage is not that terrible from Pride. However, Milk will be found on the comeback, and Milk will gain 11 yards. He has had a good game. Came up big when DJ needs him. Fourth quarter now. Rolling left is DJK. In the pocket, he has the post open to 0. It is a dime from DJK once again for a Dakunaito touchdown. 24-15 pending PAT. Will they go for 2 again? No, they are just happy to settle for 1 at this point. Going into the fourth quarter, 2 possession lead for the Dakunaitos over Pride. Both teams kind of have to wonder if, you know, they had missed opportunities along the road to this point. However, when it has come down to it, DJK has thrown the dimes he has needed to put the ball into the end zone. While Pride has 15 points, Jerome Bettis looking for something on the kick return. Does not get anything, really. And Bamanik calling 5 wide here. 1st and 10 for Pride. Bama rolling out right, has 0, the free rusher. Throwing this one up to a man who is wide open, JBK. It is passed out of bounds, though. Poor Bama. This does remind me of Rosella Tigers games, as bunch left here. Bama sitting in the pocket, bouncing around here. Fenchie once again not even rushing anymore, and Fenchie actually comes up to step up and stop the run and make the play and get a sack of 1 despite dropping the coverage. Fenchie has 4 sacks on the game. Shotgun right here. Uncle Socom laying it down the chip block, and I was going to say found in the flat, but clearly Uncle Socom has other plans for that ball, as we will see a bunch left called here from Bama. He will roll right here. Flashover gets some penetration. He throws a fake comeback go to Kuzi. It is over the head of Kuzi, though, and that will be a turnover on downs for Pride, giving Dakunaitos the ball back. Rough offensive series from Pride, and rough couple minutes from Pride where it looked like they could have come back to be in the lead in this game, and now they're staring down the eyes of a 3 possession deficit. First and goal for the Dakunaitos, as Lus, trying to help out DJK, bashes Pastrami into him for a 2-yard loss. On the run stuff is Pastrami. Second goal from the 12 now. So we are looking to pass here. Blanket coverage, but DJK might have the opportunity to step up to the line. I don't know how much stam Charlie has, but he has enough to prevent the run. DJK ultimately just burning some clock and throwing the ball away. Second and goal with 2 minutes 45 seconds left in the game. DJK will look to come outside right. Throws a dime to Milk on a touchdown. Throws it where he's standing. DJK My lord, way to step up. Red zone dimer. DJK gives Dakunaitos another touchdown. They will go for 2 to add on to the lead. I don't know why they don't just kick the field goal, go up by 3 possessions. We'll see if they... Alright, DJ. I mean, like, go off. I mean, okay. It was worth a shot, I suppose, even though it really wasn't, because you could have just kicked the extra point and this game would be over net by now. I'm gonna laugh hysterically if you guys lose this game as Uncle SOCOM takes it out to the 36-yard line. Where we'll see 5 wide once again. This is possible. I have seen crazier things occur, just not very often. Trying to find Kuzi here. It is over the head of Kuzi, who is left flat. Can't quite connect with him on that play. Twins left here. Twins left here from Bamanek. Bamanek looking to step up for a run. No, just baits his own lineman. And Kuzi might be the best shot you have at getting back in this game here. DJK, though, making a great defensive play and diving around Kuzi for the interception. DJK always shut down defender. Dakunaitos get the ball back at their own 14-yard line where they will likely ice this game away. And I can stop having a shouting match with my computer as, oh my god, DJK looked like he was about to pull a Lamar Jackson level run here. Takes it for 14 yards out to the right. And 2 minutes 11 left on the clock, and this game is looking done. Hard fought from Pride, but I think I saw a pancake somewhere in there too, as DJK looking content to just pound the rock. Walk out of here with no stress involved. Yep, he is indeed burning the clock, as you should. Twins right, 2nd and 5. Luss set on a line streak. He might have over the top on Bama. Might is a certainty at this point and is just barely over the head of Luss. 3rd and 5 for DJK. Can Pride get a stop here? There still is potential in the waters. Insanity catching out and tackles missed by Jerome Bettis. And Bamanek leads Insanity to find 22 yards when 4 should have been the result at the catch. 1 minute 37 left on the clock. 1st and 10 for Dakunaitos. DJ out to the left. Stepping up and around, being patient, being incredibly patient, looking for run lanes is DJK. Clock keeps on ticking as Dakunaitos looking to ice it. DJ standing tall in the pocket, now bouncing back left. Charlie getting good pressure, making really good moves on D-line to keep containment on DJ, but you can only play so many gaps at once, and that is the conundrum that nose tackles exist with their entire life. So if you don't have that free blitzer coming in, it is so hard to cover both gaps that you need to. As DJK, Pastrami selling inside very hard, taking a run outside left. That will lead us to the 1 minute warning for the 4th quarter. 4 yards from DJK. Second and 6, rolling right. DJK might be looking for Milk here. Yes, he is. Milk misses the ball. Maddie intercepts it, and that'll be Maddie's, say it with me, 3rd pick of the game, as he has been the standout player for Pride today, apart from Charlie, of course, who has played one hell of a game here. Bama staying in the pocket. Maddie on and out is open. However, the pass is deflected. Twins left, or bunch left here, called faking left, rolling right is Bama. Throws a nice pass to Kuzi. Kuzi looking for the yards after catch, can only find so many of those after he is rallied down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pride. Rolling right, Fenchie in coverage again, the absolute mad lad. He is performing his job very well, though. Leads to Bama not knowing where to deliver the ball to. And this might be a blueprint on how to stop Bama's offense, as Les picking up a sack there. I don't know what the hell Zero is diving at. Throwing this one up to Maddie, who catches it again. 50 yards for Maddie on the post. Bama faking left, rolling right. Might find Maddie again. Yes, he does find Maddie for 24 yards. Stellar performance here from Maddie, despite his team turning up to a to a defeat. Excuse me. He can hold his head high. He has had a hell of a performance for especially a relatively new player to the game, showing out. Might be looking like a star for Pride this season, which is something you could say they're in need of. This play's gone way too long. Please throw the ball. As we throw it out of bounds. I wasn't even casting the play anymore. I was just talking about how surprising Maddie has been. Put some respect on Kem's name, Humble. I don't care if you don't know who he is. Kem is not that terrible. And Maddie, in comparison to him, is very new to the game. Goal line looks like we're just going to go victory formation at that point. But honestly, you'll take the victories you can get here, as yeah, it is literally just victory formation. As DJK tries to cheese a little extra there, but does not find it, ends up getting sacked. Here is your final stats for the game, as Dakunaitos take it over Pride 31-21. And that was an interesting game. A bit of an offensive struggle at first. Ended up turning into more points than I was expecting going into the second quarter. Big games from Maddie, big games from Milk, DJK, Charlie, Fenchy had a good game too. Well played from both teams, and I'm excited to see the ceiling of Pride this season. If Vamanik can get in a better rhythm, get more chemistry with his guys, get more timing with his routes. I know he's coming back to the game after a long hiatus, but we all know what what type of, dare I say, obnoxious offense he can be capable of. Will he show it later in the season? That is to be determined. Perhaps in a future cast of mine. May look to cast some more Pride games, but for now, I will be shutting off the stream. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Go out, support some other GFA casts. Have a good night. Pleasure being here.